Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. A pleasant, happy Easter to each and every one of you. For those who are celebrating, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and all the other viewers and subscribers, I wish you guys a warm, beautiful Sunday afternoon. Today I'm going to be sharing a beautiful recipe with you guys for fish pie. If you want to see how I'm making this, stick around and let's get to it. I'm using some salted cod fish for my fish pie. I just rinse all the excess salt out. I'm putting the pieces into a pot with water, and I'm gonna boil this about 30 to 45 minutes until most or all of the salt content is gone. I'm gonna be sharing a recipe for two versions of the potato fish pie. I'm going to be making one with the white sweet potato, and I'm going to be making one with the regular potato. So today we're in for a treat. Fish pie in two different ways. I'll peel these potatoes and I'll come right back. Both of my potatoes are peeled, washed, and cut into small cubes. I'm going to boil these until they're nice and soft and tender. While the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to be chopping up some of the ingredients that I'm using today in my fish pie. I have some green onions, some garlic, red onions. I have one large green chili that I'm using today. Any pepper of your choice can work. I have a head of cilantro, and this will add some amazing flavor and a nice punch to the fish pie. I'm going to be using quarter of an orange bell pepper and quarter of a yellow bell pepper. You can add any vegetable of your choice to this fish pie, and I already have here 2 grated carrots. I'm also going to be adding some frozen green peas, and I will leave all the measurement of the ingredients I'm using today in the description below. I have all my ingredients chopped and prepped to put our fish pie together. Since I didn't get to soak the salted cod overnight, I boiled the cod and then changed the water about 2 times and then re-boiled again so we can get out as much salt as we can. And then after it was finished boiling, I rinse it like 3 times with cold water and just flake it apart. So if there was any salt hidden in any part of the fish, I thoroughly wash all of it out. So all my ingredients are nicely chopped. Potatoes are done, and hubby helped me to mash them. So we're gonna start preparing the salted fish for the fish pie. I just added the fish to the pan with about a tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm gonna add my onions. I'm using red onions, but any onions can work. We're gonna mix in the onion nicely. And the fish starts to dry out of moisture. So I'm going to add my tomatoes, and the tomato will add some moisture to the fish. We're going to cook this about 2 minutes until the tomatoes and onions soften up a little. So this is looking beautiful already. I'm gonna add some black pepper into the fish, and I'm gonna freshly crack some black pepper here. We wanna go in with a nice portion of black pepper. We're gonna mix that black pepper in. And I'm going to add some grated garlic into the pot. We're gonna mix that garlic in, and the garlic gives the salted fish another layer of flavor. I'm gonna add my chili peppers. The green chili is very mild. If you like spicier, you can add any pepper of your choice. And now we're gonna go in with some tomato paste. 1 heaping tablespoon, and this would add a very nice color and give the fish a nice flavor as well. This is optional, but I like that nice color and sourness that the tomato paste will add to the fish. It changes the color right away. Now I'm gonna go in with some grated carrots. We gotta have our veggies, right? And the carrots will add a nice sweetness and texture to the fish pie. So we're gonna add in our green peas now. And we're gonna go in same time with our bell peppers. So this is looking beautiful with all the colors, and every one of these colors have a different nutrients and flavor. This looks so beautiful. It can be eaten just as it is. So now we're gonna add our green onions, and I'm gonna add the cilantro. And the cilantro would add that nice limey kind of lemony flavor to the fish. And right into this pot here is a very nice combination of ingredients and vegetables and fish all combined together. What a delicious pot of beautiful, nutritious flavor I have here right now. So the fish and veggie is done cooking. I'm gonna set this aside to cool down while I'm gonna flavor up the potatoes. This look amazing. I'm gonna start flavoring up the sweet potatoes. Salt, black pepper, dried oregano, and because sweet potato already have a flavor, we're not gonna overpower this with too much ingredients. So I'm just gonna mix in what I just added, and we're gonna set this aside. So our regular potato is very plain without any flavor, so we have to really flavor this up well. I'm gonna go in with the salt, and like I mentioned, I'm gonna leave all the measurement and the ingredients in the description box below. Black pepper, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of my green seasoning, and this contains of garlic, green onions, fine thyme, broadleaf thyme, and some pepper for flavor. We're gonna mix all that goodness up. And you can always taste as you're mixing to make sure that the potato is well flavored. So our fish mixture is nice and cold. Make sure this is completely cold before you put the two together. And I'm gonna start first with the sweet potato version. In this baking dish, I lightly brush it with some coconut oil. You can brush it with any oil of your choice or some butter. And I'm gonna put a layer now of the sweet potato on the bottom. My husband prefers sweet potato over the regular potato. So this one here I'm making for hubby. And of course I'm gonna taste a piece for my viewers and subscribers. So you wanna go in and just cover the bottom of the dish with your one layer of potato. And now I'm gonna add our fish mixture into the center. And it smells beautiful. Imagine how the flavor is gonna be when you cut open into this fish pie. And then next thing, let me put right down to the edges. So the next thing we're gonna do here now, we're gonna add the rest of the sweet potato to cover the fish mixture. We're just gonna spread it out and just cover the entire top of the fish here. So I just finished covering up the top of the sweet potato pie. I just added 2 little pieces of butter on top to add that extra flavor. We're gonna put this aside until my oven is ready, and I'm gonna start putting together the regular potato. So I just lightly brush the bottom of the pan and the sides with some coconut oil. I'm gonna do the same for this one. We're gonna add our potatoes and we're gonna lay it out on the bottom of the baking dish. So the same thing we're gonna do, add our salt fish mixture into the middle here, and we're gonna nicely spread it out. This smells so good. And this one is gonna have a nice filling here. Think about all that flavor, colors and vegetables in there. So now it's time for us to add our top layer of potatoes. So I'm just gonna lay them down in the center, and then I will flatten it to cover the entire salt fish mixture. And think about this, guys. If you never had this before, please give it a try. It's a winner in my kitchen, and you will always go back to this once you try it for the first time. So nicely use your spatula and cover the top. So I just finished covering up the top of my fish pie. I added 2 pieces of butter. You can also add cheese on the top. I'm gonna put it into my 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes for it to really form up and for all the flavors to mix in well. And I will show you guys how this beautiful fish pie looks after. So here is our beautiful fish pie. They're nicely done. This is the sweet potato fish pie. And this is the regular potato fish pie. They just came out of the oven. I'm gonna cut them up and let you guys know how they taste. If you ever had fish pie this way before, please leave in the comment and let me know. If you never did, you have to try this recipe. It's one that you will always go back to. Before I plate it up, I have a success story for one of our subscriber and viewer. Gail tried my hot cross buns today for the first time and she was very happy with the results, and I have success story to show how beautiful her cross buns came out. So right after this, I'll show you the clips. So here is the beautiful fish pie done in 2 ways. I did some Brussels sprout to go with it, along with all the beautiful flavors. So I'm gonna dig in for the sweet potato one first. And like you can see, the filling inside is just oozing out with all that goodness. So cheers, and this is our Easter fish pie dinner. So flavorful, so rich and hearty. The sweet potato already speaks for itself, along with that nice fish and all the vegetable in the inside. Just amazing. My husband is gonna enjoy that. So now I'm gonna go in for the regular potato, and this is also full with lots of goodness. Look at that, all the goodness that's coming out there. Amazing flavor to go with potatoes. So this is your mouthful again. Such beautiful flavor. My mouth is having a party inside. So if you like this recipe, there is 2 versions for all the potato lovers, sweet potato and regular potato. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Until then, I want to say stay blessed, stay safe. I love you guys. Bye for now.